we came to the 1 year mark. Congratulations. And I am so proud of you. The improvement has been remarkable. You worked very, very hard. And you were sharing with me things that happened in the past, how you started out trying to heal, the treatments you tried before. Tell us a little bit about it.
I started with the chiropractor because I didn't want to do surgery.
You went to a couple different chiropractors.
I went to like 3, okay, within 2.5 years. It was like a Band-Aid, like an open cut, and it got better for a couple of days and went right back. And I went 2, 3, sometimes 4 days a week to get better. And it never got better. And then I finally agreed to the surgery.
What type of surgery?
Yeah.
Fusion of the L4, 5, and S1. And there was arthritis present between the L5 and the S1 is why they fused the S1.
Did it help?
It took me months to even get out of bed. Thank God for Larry.
When you got up and started moving around and started going to therapy, but therapy would help some days with certain exercises, and then it would hurt where she couldn't even get out of bed. And that just discouraged her from even doing the exercises at home because she didn't want to get worse and she didn't know which ones were making her better. We learned later that there's certain movements and twisting and turning of the spine that Dr. Jeff has showed us. You can't twist like that.
Right.
You got to do everything and keep everything straight and firm and work it out certain ways.
Well, they were having me do stretches. Okay, that was no good for me. I mean, right over here is where I was going for the therapy. And some days it helped, like I said, and it got to the point to where she had me walking, 1 minute per hour? What was it?
Yeah, they wanted you to get up and around. Yeah.
And I did, but I said, oh my God, I couldn't even do that. Listen, I went to the pain clinic. On top of that, I went there for over a year, Leah, getting shots. I did that, and I forgot about that. That was another 1.5 years. And then it did help me, but like I said, putting the Band-Aid on, over a sore, it helped, but then again, it didn't. So I just quit going there. I never went back. I just hell with it, and then what else did I do? Oh, I did it all, Leah. I did it all.
But now you're doing what is helping you, and that's the key.
I wish I could go back and not have the surgery.
I understand.
And I don't know if it would have made a big difference seeing Dr. Jeffrey first, but I'm sure it would have because I know how I feel today. But I just wish I wouldn't have had it done.
I understand.
The back surgeon, when I went back in there and they did an MRI because I was complaining, something's wrong, something's wrong. So they did x-rays and MRI, and he come back and he said it was open disc, and wanted another surgery. And I says, no way, there's no way. And that's when we had found out about Dr. Jeffrey. Yeah, really, because, I felt so bad. I just knew that surgery would help, nothing else is going to help, and my kids talked me out of it. And Kimmy, I think she knew about Dr. Jeff for months, and I just overlooked it. No, I'm done, with all the therapy and this and that and going to doctors. When I started Dr. Jeff, I couldn't walk with everything else that I've done. Okay, I couldn't have done it without Dr. Jeff. That's a fact. At the beginning, I thought this would be for a short time, the exercises. I realize now it's the rest of my life.
Before Dr. Jeff, you would walk to the mailbox and back, and they'd be in tears because it was...
Yeah, it was that bad.
Now you can walk around the block.
I can walk all the way around the block, Leah.
We just finished our exercise session, and it was wonderful. Tell us how you feel in terms of the things that you can do now and emotionally. What's the difference now?
Anything that I do now, I pause for a second, and I do it the right way. That's what's helping me. I don't do it just on the spur. I think. And because no matter what I do, if it's wrong, it's going to hurt me. But I move my whole body, not just the top or the bottom of whatever I'm doing. So I'm doing good. I've learned. Even Larry, I tried to get him to do some things with me.
And you were sharing the decompression that you felt like that was the one thing that helped you.
At first, I did what Dr. Jeff said, 2 or 3 times a day. I'm doing it 10 to 15 times a day. Anytime that I feel like when I get out of bed, the first thing I do, Lee, is decompress. And I'll do it throughout the day. The table in the kitchen, the table in the garage, even on my dresser, I'll decompress. Decompression is, number one as far as I'm concerned. There's nowhere that I can't do that.
Even the hatch on the car, I got to decompress. Yeah, there you go.
Even at the rest stop areas, they have picnic tables out there. I'll do that. Or on the back of the chair.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic.
Yeah, even driving in the car, she can go farther now without getting into pain.
Wow.
That's even better.
That's fantastic, Patty. What would you tell to people who have gone through the same situation?
Stick with it. It's hard. It's not easy, but the results are wonderful. Each day I feel progress. And I'm even going to get better than what I am because I'm not going to stop. I can't. I have too much to live for. If I get sore, like I said, I stop and I decompress. And that gets me going. That's the key. I really believe that's the key for me. And that's my advice to give to whoever.
Everybody's different.
And everyone's different, but that's me. It works for me. And that's what I was telling you earlier, like doing all the exercise, it makes me sore. If I could, split them up or whatever, because I don't want to quit doing it. But doing what we agreed on, splitting it up is going to be better for me.
You're always so willing to implement changes.
Well, yeah,
following our advice, which is key. We're here and you're feeling good now. Thank you so much, Pat.